Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Crypto YouTubers Digest. This is the channel where I go and listen to the YouTubers, the good YouTubers in the crypto space. I digest the information for you and run a video that shows you the best sound bites, the best bits of um, their videos. And so basically, you're not going to have to go through the whole, like I go through a lot of information to find out, the things I want to know. So what I've decided to do is I go through the information for you and I filter out the best bits from all the best YouTubers. And I'm not covering all I'll have some YouTubers on here regularly. And like today, there's Crypto Kirby and Crypto Revolution. And I'm also going to show you, somehow things, when you've got a YouTube page up and they start making recommendations, somehow some things get through on your recommendations and you've got to wonder how they get through because you're not Googling anything like that in the meantime. So today I'm going to show you something that got through on my recommendations and it's absolutely like, you know, I can tell you, I'm obviously coming at this from the wrong angle because, yeah, anyway, we'll have a look at that at the end. So, first cab off the rank, we'll have a look at Crypto Kirby, and we're going to look at this video here. Final Bitcoin, final bounce before 8,000, live crypto update. So this is his summary that he just leads off into. So this is what, this is what we're expecting for the video.
Has Bitcoin finally bottomed? Does the chart right now look to have the characteristics of a classic bottoming formation, looking to act as the accumulation zone, the launching pad before a rip to new highs? Or, my friends, on the contrary, may this just in fact be the final rally, the final bounce before a dive deep down into the crypto abyss?
So there you go. Which way are we headed? Are we headed to the moon from here? Or are we headed to the abyss from here? Well, I have my own opinion, but I'm going to let some of Crypto Kirby, as you can see, 27 minutes is his videos. He puts a lot into them. So if you're going to actually, subscribe to him, it's worthwhile. But I'm just going to pick out some of the good outtakes for this. I'm not going to go through. The guy is really thorough. I suggest just Google, just go click on the link below to check out. I mean, I'm not affiliated, guys. I'm just putting the links down there to make it easy for you guys. But, he really goes into this thoroughly. And I'll play a little bit here because it shows how he puts his VIP alerts out. And if you want to sign up for his VIP, and again, I'm not, there's no kickback for me I'm just, trying to put good content out there. So he'll show his VIP alert here, and the overall, I'll tell you the overall aspect or opinion that he's putting out to, I believe, is that the bulls are going to struggle at this red box. So we're coming up to that red box there, and it's resistance, and the bulls are going to struggle to get through it. That's kind of what he's saying. So I'll just play this out.
Well, for me right now, ladies and gentlemen, there's a ton of sentiment in there right now that this range could become a very dangerous spot for the bulls. Now, as you guys should all know by now, shout out to my VIPs, I've been in a short position since August 28th. I took a short at 9,873. And then what wound up happening is I took 50% of my profits at 9,510, and then I placed a stop loss for the remaining 50% of my trade in profit at 9,794, and I am out of my short trade today. My stop was obviously triggered as we're trading above this level right now. It was a very nice and profitable and prosperous trade for me there. Shout out to my VIPs. I kept you guys updated with my trade all along the way here. You guys can see these are my VIP alerts that I sent out. Just another type of clockwork trade for me here. Don Kirby.
Okay, he goes on a bit, but he's interesting to listen to. So that's how he rolls. If that's the sort of thing that you want to get into, I'd say have a go. I'm not in these alerts. But maybe one day. But sometimes you can just tell where his alerts are from the videos. Even in fact, sometimes you can read between the lines. But anyway, when that happens, I'll let you know. All right, moving on. He does he pulls in a lot of interesting external indicators. One is how often Bitcoin is Googled. So Google Trends on the word Bitcoin, how often people Google it. As you can see, here is to the 2018 bull run, and we're over here now. And I'll just play this a bit.
Believe that I said Bitcoin may be walking on thin ice. You could see right now if it drops below an 11 here on the 5-year time frame. Search term Bitcoin worldwide data. This would be the first time since the parabolic uptrend began back in April that Bitcoin has fallen to a new lower low, confirming more potentially bearish momentum moving forward. Okay.
So there you go, just more bearish sentiment. And that's the guy puts in. He's got a few other indicators. He doesn't show them all the time, but that's a good one. How often are people Googling Bitcoin? Oh, when there's money to be made, they're Googling it. Obviously, when there's not, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? But anyway, it certainly looks like there's bearish sentiment to me. And he just goes on to say, pretty much going to wrap this up now, but he just goes on to say that because old resistance becomes new support, so this has all been resistance along here, it could be support, could be, but he's saying, and I agree with him, obviously, if we do test right down to an overshoot of, down to 7,000 or even 6,000, the $6,000 mark, well, it's probably going to be the best thing, healthiest thing for the market, because then we're going to get a good basis of support that we can possibly then go to the moon from. His opinion is, and I agree, tend to agree, we're not likely to go to the moon straight from this structure right here. It doesn't. It's not saying that it can't, but doesn't necessarily have the strong basis or formation of a base that you might expect before to support a massive bull run. So I'll just play this.
It really wouldn't surprise me at all to potentially see this playing out more so like a potential market cycle heading down into the low 7,000s and potentially to retest on an overshoot that bottom line of support there around 6,000. And I think that would be incredibly healthy if Bitcoin were to find true baseline support anywhere within that range, as we did see a parabolic move, a blow off top, and then the bottom of the market cycle is above our entire bear market range here. I love it. I think that would be.
So there you go. Look, I'm going to leave it there. Check out Crypto Kirby. He is he's the I think he's King Kong in the in amongst all the other 800-pound gorillas of the crypto technical analysis. There's other good ones out there, but as you can see, he gets into it. So that's him. Let's have a look at Crypto Revolution. Crypto Revolution used to be Crypto Bitcoin Chris on another channel. I think he got a few strikes or something. I don't know what. I remember that YouTube went on this rampage and started handing people out community strikes left, right, and center. And I think they nailed him a few on his old channel, but I don't know what for. And anyway, he had this other channel starting to crank up, Crypto Revolution, and now I think this is his main channel, and he does pretty well. He's got 18,000 subscribers, and he puts out some really good content. So let's have a look and listen to what he's got to say. And this is his intro. I don't think I'll play the whole intro. I'll just get back to it once he. Here we go.
I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution, where I talk about everything crypto daily. Jumping right into the markets today in crypto. Green Day. Gotta love it. Overall market cap.
So that's his big intro, jumps into the markets and Green Day or Red Day or sideways. So, yep, you can expect that from him. And let's see what else he's got for us today. So this is good. This is what we're moving forward to, guys. Visual stuff, visually seeing, old school is like, everything's listed out like market cap and, who's in the order. But here's a cool thing. I'll just play it. It's kind of self-explanatory, and Crypto Bitcoin Chris does a good explanation of something here, so I'll just play this.
CryptoBubbles.net. I talked to you guys about this yesterday. So here's a cool idea. You can go here and you can click on each one of these coins, and it's going to show you the weekly performance. It's going to give you the rank, market cap, 24-hour volume. It shows over the last hour, it's up 2%. Today, up 10%. It's important to know that these are USDT trading pairs, or USD trading pairs. You flip the script to Bitcoin, and earlier today in my group, and potentially for the last few days, I've been talking about how you want to limit altcoin exposure, because altcoins versus Bitcoin, so all your altcoin Bitcoin trading pairs are really getting wrecked. Grin and Beam had good days today. However, you can see here, you're better off when Bitcoin starts moving higher. You're better off with your money in Bitcoin. Kind of steals the thunder from these altcoins. They don't perform very well versus Bitcoin. This is a setup I talked to you guys.
So there you go. That was pretty self-explanatory. I don't even need to add notes to that, I don't think. But that was, what was it? Bubbles, CryptoBubbles.net or whatever. But anyway, you can go back and check that out. And yeah, it's good at the moment. With Bitcoin sort of strong, the altcoins are getting smashed, and you can look at it as that, or you can just look at it as an opportunity for to pick up some cheap altcoins. Bitcoin was 2 cents a coin at one point. Now it's 15 grand Australian, 10 grand US, and it's only 6 or 7 years ago, guys. Think a bit long term. Buy a few of these coins up now. You could be the new rich in 5 years. And 5 years, whatever. Just go about your life for 5 years. Just do what you normally do. It could be less than 5 years. It could be a year. It could be 2 years. I mean, this alt season that we're coming into, it could be just the most massive. Well, if we come into it, I'm not saying it's here. I'm not. It might not arrive for a while. But hey, how can there not be an alt season? How can there not be? How long can it be put off for? A year? 2 years? There's going to be an alt season, guys, and so just you don't need to buy $50 worth of some of these. There's about 20 good coins right at the top of the list, and you just buy $20 of them every week, or now and again, or $100, or you got a bit more money. $1,000 isn't much. Do you buy $1,000 worth? So anyway, let's kick on. This article here, Livermore accumulation cylinder suggests Bitcoin has set new all-time high next rally. Well, these articles are good for, it's like, half time at the footy, and you go sit down and have your oranges, and the ref and your coach comes in and he's giving you a pep talk, and he's saying, guys, get out there, think of it, 0-0, let's get out there, let's win the second half, blah, 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 win the game, kind of thing. I don't know, just some sort of pep talk. Well, that's what a lot of these are. Anyone can get on there, Livermore accumulation cylinder, and say, new all-time high next rally, and we all sit here and go, yeah, next rally. And then things move so slowly sometimes in the crypto market that, in a month's time, if we're at all-time low, or we won't be, but if we're at a new low, very low, then, we've forgotten about this because there's been so many articles out in the meantime. So we'll take all these with a grain of salt, but, because nobody's right all the time. But anyway.
Livermore accumulation cylinder suggests Bitcoin to set a new all-time high next rally. I love the sounds of that. New all-time highs for Bitcoin. Let's get there. So the Livermore accumulation cylinder, it was popularized by a Massachusetts-born American investor, Jesse Lauriston Livermore. If you ever have time, look up his stuff. He makes a bunch of videos on YouTube, and he's pretty popular. He talks a lot about market psychology. He's a pretty smart guy. They're saying that he was known to be one of the greatest traders to ever live. Now,
so yep, that's good. But let's face it, guys. An all-time high. The last all-time high was 20 grand. That's awesome. But what I'm personally waiting for is $500,000. And the next all-time high probably isn't going to hit $500,000 or $1 million or 10 million. But at some point, it's going to just go crazy, and the whole world is going to want some Bitcoin, and there's not going to be enough supply. And there's only 44 millionaires on the planet, and there's only 27 million Bitcoin out there, and of them, only 5 million or so are in circulation, apparently. Or, some stats like that. What I'm saying is, like, by the time the millionaires decide they all want one Bitcoin, well, there's not going to be enough supply and demand. So anyway, that's my view. This is an interesting article. Binance are the heavy hitters. For those of you who don't know, Binance are, they're big guns. But what they don't do is they trade one way. So you buy low and you sell high on Binance. You don't don't speculate that the price is going to fall like you can on other like BitMEX, etc. So it sounds to me like they're trying to acquire a platform where they can do that and compete with BitMEX. Anyway, play this.
Binance acquires cryptocurrency derivatives platform JEX. Now, JEX took off today. It was up like 240%. This is what JEX looks like. So Binance is expanding. They want to compete with BitMEX, I guess is the idea here.
Okay, so yeah, that's exactly it. This article here, I'm not going to get into it. I probably could have stopped that a bit earlier just to stop you from teaser, but it's just showing coins and all-time highs. So I'll play it through.
Apply to all-time highs. Look at this. I actually found one from 2 months ago, and altcoins have gotten hit pretty hard since then. I think altcoins are down about 50% across the board in 2 months. So you look at Aeon to get back to all-time high of $11.51. It's 9 cents right now. 128x. Icon. It's 23 cents right now. It used to be $12. Nano. It's $1.02. Used to be $37. ADA. 5 cents right now. All-time high was $1.33. Look at these coins. They completely.
So, if that, what that says to me? That says to me, go and buy some of those coins. So I will. Don't worry about that. But, it's absolutely. People are terrified right now. It's like, I'm holding a few coins and they're all tanking 50, 60%. They are tanking 50, 60%. They really are, as you can see. And I can verify it from, purchases I've made of coins and they have gone down, but I'm holding. I'm not getting rid of them. But, you buy, do you know the buying power? I mean, literally, we can buy, like, no one will be able to buy like this in 5 years, in 2 years, 3 years time. Seriously, 3 years time, this will be through the roof. 3 years, people will be looking back on this, and if you don't, you see, all I'm worried about is not having enough. All I'm worried about is not having enough by the time it's over, because this is money for jam time, folks, and it's going to end at some point. And hey, what the hell? Make life easy. Put a few bucks away in crypto now. Get a few top coins, top altcoins. Buy some Bitcoin. Some may tank, and some may take longer to ROI. But hey, when the rest of the world gets in FOMO, fear of missing out, then we're going to be sitting this week. So anyway, that's going to be it for today. I just want to play this stupid YouTube search. Put this thing in my bloomin' like recommendation, and I don't know how the link makes this, but anyway, I'm going to play it, and you have a bit of a laugh actually at the ridiculousness of it. But hey, it's not. Yeah, I'll get to this. Let's have a look. All right, Naomi Sexy Cyborg Woo has 949,000 subscribed, and I wonder what sort of bloody perverts are watching this, like, because surely
if it were easy to make money in the stock market,
that idiot got on in the ad there. He couldn't stop the thing before that guy gets on. But anyway, look at this. So I wonder why she's got nearly 1 million viewers. So how many? So Creality Ender 5 Plus 3D printer. Is there really 1 million people out there who are subscribing just to see this girl put together a printer? Like, I'm coming at this. I'm coming at this whole YouTube thing from the wrong angle, but I'm not so desperate to get followers that I'm going to.
So today is my birthday, so I decided to hang out with my bitches.
She's gonna hand out to her bitches. So yeah. Anyway, guys, bit of light-hearted side of things. How are things getting into my recommendations? But 949,000. I'm gonna have to unsubscribe now. I only subscribed that so that I could show you guys. Yep. So anyway, that's it for Crypto YouTubers Digest for today, and I'll see you in the next video.